So that means 23 degrees round Fairfield. Thang Ngo, who's on the streets of Cabramatta. It must be a perfect day for the Moon Festival. Welcome to the weekend show.
Hey, Simon. It's sunny. It's perfect. And I'm standing on the main street of Cabramatta on John Street, and it's a sea of colours at the moment. There's like flags of every different colours that you can see flying on this sunny, bright day. And I'm surrounded by just people having fun and stalls selling food and children crying, as you can hear. And I'm standing near a Buddhist store that sells vegetarian food to raise funds for the temple. And you can get, I'm salivating looking at it. They're making the most delicious-looking Vietnamese fresh rolls, spring rolls, noodles, just to sell to some people to raise funds.
You've described the sights and the sounds. I want you to breathe through both nostrils and describe the smells.
Oh, it's amazing because I'm standing here and I can smell the vegetarian food, and I'm just walking a little bit further to another stall that's selling barbecue pork, and I can smell the coal wafting through the meat and wafting through the rest of the area. And I'm walking a bit further, and there's a stall that sells spices that you actually buy to marinate food, from rendang curry, through laksa sauce, to tom yum soup, through crab meat. And that's the kind of colour and excitement and variety that's just out here in Cabramatta at the moment.
The Moon Festival, what's the significance of this time of year?
Well, Simon, it's the second largest festival after New Year. In Asia, it corresponds to autumn, just it's in a different hemisphere, and that's when people have finished harvesting their crops. So that's when they can put their feet up and actually enjoy themselves. So it's a really big time to party with not just yourself and your friends, but also with your family. So it's a very big family festival occasion.
And that's the great thing about John Street Cabramatta, is that you see a little bit of old school, quite a lot of new school, different activities as well.
Yeah, and the good part this year that I've noticed is there's a lot of young people who are coming, young people from Asian background, coming back to Cabramatta to connect with their culture, because I guess they've grown up here and many of them were born here. So they're coming, as well as, people from outside the area, to learn about the culture. And I think that's really nice. It's, while it's fun and it's colourful, it has that educational value that's not just good for the rest of Australia, but it's also good for the second generation Asian Australians too.
And are you going to enter the Mooncake Eating Festival, the competition?
Well, I think we spoke the other day, and those mooncakes, they're dense and heavy and thick because they've got lotus paste and it's really sweet, and they've got salted egg yolk. And, I don't know if I can polish off 7 or 9 in one sitting to win that competition.
But there's prawn peeling, there's all sorts of fun activities as well.
There are prawn peeling, noodle eating, and I think the thing that I should think I like the most is if you're out here in the area, I encourage you to eat at the stalls here, because a lot of these people only come for the festival. So you won't see them anywhere else. You won't see them at another restaurant. For example, that temple that I was talking about, they just come here to cook their vegetarian food just for this occasion to raise funds. You won't be able to eat that food any other time.
And I guess for you personally, apart from the thrill of launching SBS's new morning TV video show there, music TV video show, yes. As a former councillor for the Cabramatta area, this was a small festival when you were a councillor.
Yeah, it was tiny, and we started it to try and give Australia a different look into Cabramatta. That was when it had a really bad reputation. And this year we're expecting 90,000 people come to just a one-day festival. And of course, I feel hugely proud that for once Cabramatta is seen, as a wonderful example of multiculturalism. And, as you mentioned, the other wonderful example of multiculturalism, SBS Pop Asia launched this morning, and I have to say it was trending in Melbourne this morning.
Well, I know Twitter's been chattering away for it. I know there's plenty of food for you and Walter to enjoy. So I'll let you get back to it. From Noodlies.com, Thang Ngo, have a great weekend and happy Moon Festival.
Happy Moon Festival to you and your listeners, Simon. Festival.